Ninjas. Today we're gonna teach you how to drop ship high ticket items where you make more profit per sale like this, and why people who are drop shipping Bluetooth speakers are missing out on a huge business opportunity, so stay tuned.
Yeah, and I think I got one.
What is up, guys? Welcome to another exciting video. Today we are going to talk about how to sell high ticket or more expensive products with Shopify dropshipping, rather than selling, what most people talk about and what most people kind of think about when they think about dropshipping, which is, the $10 to $30 kind of impulse buy products. We're going to talk about, why it makes a lot of sense if you're doing it right to sell more expensive products. We're going to talk about the sweet spot price range, the price range that I've proven again and again and again to work with high ticket sales to make more profit per sale. We're going to talk about a ton of example products, right? Things that we're actually drop shipping ourselves that are high ticket, that we sell for, upwards of $2,500 per unit. And I know that sounds crazy, but it happens every single day. We're going to talk about how to actually set up your store so that it actually fits in with the high ticket model, because there's one extremely important difference when you are making a Shopify store for high ticket products that you absolutely have to have, which we are going to reveal in this video. Without this one thing, you are not going to be able to do high ticket dropshipping. And we're going to teach you exactly how to do that and how to convert sales literally 100 times more just with this one trick. We're going to talk about the expected profit margins that you're looking for. We're going to talk about how to find manufacturers. And we are going to talk about the two ways that we like to use advertising with Google PLAs and Facebook dynamic product ads that we personally use to absolutely sell the crap out of these high ticket products. So this is going to be a really good video. That is kind of the overview of what we're going to go through during this video. So let's kick it off. So what a lot of people don't realize is that kind of high ticket drop shipping has been around since the 1950s. Sears used to do it, Walmart does it. Most of the big kind of department stores out there do it. Even Costco does it now. Like when you go to buy, a big furniture set and things like that, sometimes the actual manufacturer and the seller is not actually Costco, and that you can't actually buy those things in store. So they'll set up like a display of furniture, patio furniture, or something large like that, but you can only order it from online. And so what they're doing more or less is they're actually drop shipping it just from a larger scale. Like sometimes Walmart will order 50 or 500 or 1,000 of this product, and they'll stock it in their store, but generally they actually just drop ship it. And so we're gonna do the exact same thing. And so basically, we're going to go through some examples of, what products I'm actually talking about, what price ranges actually work. But to kick it off, I want to talk about kind of the sweet spot. And so what I've kind of proven as the sweet spot of pricing is from $500 to about $2,500 as the sales price. And so just as an example, we're going to show AliExpress here and why AliExpress doesn't work for this particular model. So we're going to go to actually just put in furniture here. And what we see here is, a bunch of hammocks. These things are very easy to ship. They're $4.49, per unit and things like that, buying them from AliExpress. A lot of this stuff is just very small. Like this is an okay example, but again, there's only 29 orders. And so you can see that AliExpress just doesn't really deal with this, because shipping, bulky, oversized, more expensive items like canoes, for example, or, electric scooters like you saw in the thumbnail, or, there's a ton of examples that we're going to go through. It just doesn't really make feasible sense actually shipping it from China all the way to the USA. And so most of the time that people are actually doing this, at least successfully, they're finding, premium manufacturers within the USA with a variety of things that you actually need to be looking for those manufacturers, which we're going to talk about a little bit later. So the best kind of example of who is doing this the correct way is Wayfair.com. And there's a few others like Hey Needle and things like that. But I actually got interested in Wayfair.com because I just moved into a new house. If you guys have been following the videos, eventually I'll do a house tour because a lot of people have been asking me about that. But the reason that I even kind of took notice of Wayfair, I've seen them over the years. I've seen their website. I've seen it when I've kind of been doing some casual research. But the reason that I actually noticed it and decided to make this video was because Wayfair does a fantastic job of drop shipping high ticket items. So if we actually want to go through and look at a couple of things, we see the pop up there. They're trying to collect the email, but we're going to look at patio furniture, because I was literally looking for patio furniture just the other day. So let's look at patio lounge furniture. Oh my gosh. We're going to look at patio lounge furniture here. And what we're going to see is, $529.99. And, generally you can kind of count on the fact that Wayfair and these other kind of like larger sites and larger dropshipping stores are making about 30% profit margin or more on these actual items. And so if they're selling this for $524.99, you can almost guarantee that they're making a 30% margin. So if we actually go 0.7, right, to account for that 30% margin times the sales price here, then we can, surmise that they're buying this for about $367, which means that, they're netting the profit between that of, $160 profit, right? So if we subtract here, we did that kind of backwards, but if we subtract here, we see that they're making about, like I said, about $160 profit per sale on this particular item if they're making about a 30% margin. And I would say that that's kind of on the low end of what they're, normally making. And so I want to talk about, what are the advantages of high ticket drop shipping versus, drop shipping in kind of more of the conventional model that most of the other people are teaching. And, I teach myself because there are good things about both. So some of the advantages of, high ticket drop shipping where you're selling less units, right, less volume, but you're getting more profit per sale is, right, less customer service. If you're selling less items, there's less tracking numbers, you have to deal with less individual people, you have higher profit margins per unit. Generally, these things are very difficult to return, right? Like if you wanted to return a cat necklace, for example, all you have to do is, put it in like a little envelope and ship it out. But if you want to return, a huge patio set, it's much more difficult to do, which again brings the point that it's very important to do your proper due diligence, finding these manufacturers that are going to ship a quality product so that nobody does need to return it. But again, just the difficulty of returning huge, heavy, more expensive items like this makes returns much less significant. And another major advantage of doing drop shipping in this manner is to do this, correctly, you're generally going to be using manufacturers in the USA, which means that if your customers want it, they can get, shipping very quickly. And so if we look at Wayfair, they probably advertise, 1 to 2 day shipping. Let's see. So if we choose just like a random product, yeah, so 1 or 2 day shipping to the zip code that it thinks I'm at, which is actually wrong, but that's kind of funny. But yeah, so they have very, very fast shipping, and again, they have free shipping over $49. And so being based in the USA and having USA based drop shippers where they're actually shipping from the manufacturer straight to your home inside the United States, you can take advantage of this fast shipping, which means you can compete with Amazon Prime and things like that, which is one of the biggest drawbacks to drop shipping in kind of the conventional sense, because normally you're waiting for e-packet shipping, which is 12 to 20 days. I want to talk really quickly about what you're kind of looking for from a manufacturing perspective, because we are going to be looking for premium manufacturers in the USA, and because of this, it's actually a little bit harder to sometimes get them to agree to sell you their products, right? It kind of seems logical that anyone would want to sell you all of their products, but people don't want, just anyone in the world out there with maybe people are doing shady stuff. They don't want to sell their products to just anyone. They really only want to sell their products, especially on an individual kind of drop shipping basis, to people who are serious about this. So if you're contacting suppliers, right, and they're coming back to you and saying, they're not interested in selling you their products or drop shipping for you, it might be because you don't already have a presence and a store and things like that. So a little trick that I like to use is I'll go to Wayfair, for example, or any kind of high ticket drop shipper, and I'll actually take photos, or I'll take products that they're selling, some of their best sellers. Let's say, for example, that I'm doing patio furniture, and I'll make a Shopify dropshipping store with all of those same products. So if they have a big orange patio set for $2,000, I'll put a big orange patio set on my dropshipping store, on my Shopify store of that same thing, and I'll price it for the same price. So let's say that worst case scenario, somebody buys that $2,000 patio set from my store, then all I have to do is just enter that customer's information into the buying form of Wayfair, and Wayfair will ship it directly to my customer. So that's not even an issue at all. And then what happens, guys, is you have a Shopify store that's built out, that already has other patio furniture in it, and all you have to do is send that store link to any manufacturer out there and say, look, I'm serious about this. We're selling other products. We're doing this. We have a real store. We're not just anyone, right? You want to make yourself sound important. You want to make yourself sound like a big deal and that you're going to be a good customer for these people. And so they're actually willing to go the extra mile and drop ship for you. And those are generally the manufacturers that you want to work with. And if you guys do want me to make a video on, how I find the top quality manufacturers in the USA, premium quality, cheapest prices, how to negotiate, how to kind of, navigate that whole path and find these world-class manufacturers in the USA, then leave a comment down below that says Shopify high ticket. And if I get 500 comments of people saying Shopify high ticket, I will make an entire all-inclusive video on how to find the best manufacturers in the world based in the USA, guys. And this works for Amazon products, this works for Shopify products, this works for anything. A lot of people ignore the fact that there are world-class manufacturers in the USA just because everyone teaches about AliExpress and Alibaba, but that's not the case. Some of our best relationships with our suppliers for both Amazon and Shopify are with suppliers based in the USA. So let's talk about advertising. Advertising and how you actually get the word out for these high ticket products is the most important, and it can be a little bit overwhelming for people. So we're going to talk about exactly how to do it right now. So let's say, for example, that we were searching electric fireplace. An electric fireplace is a great example, something that we've actually, drop shipped in the past because it does have, just a premium kind of price range. It is a little bit difficult to find generally in Walmart and places like that. And what we see here are two different types of ads. So right here we see sponsored, and these are actually Google PLAs, right? These are product listing advertisements. And the way that I can tell that these are product listing advertisements is because they come in this carousel like this. And we can see, multiple different ones. Free shipping, we see lots of different options here, Bed Bath & Beyond. We even see Walmart is actually drop shipping using PLAs, which is funny. So this is the first model that we like to use for high ticket drop shipping. The second model we will talk about in a second. It's called Facebook DPAs or dynamic product ads. But these right here are the Google PLAs, and then these right here, the ones that say ad and little green check mark, these are actually what's known as display ads. And we're not going to go super in depth on display ads versus PLAs. I did make a Google advertising video on my channel. If you guys haven't seen that, make sure you tap the little subscribe button with the little notification bells, and then head over to my channel and check out the Google advertising video because it teaches how to do all of this stuff, and it will benefit you in the end. But these are the two methods that we actually use, and it's funny because they're actually both displayed perfectly for the electric fireplace. Let's look at one of these just to kind of show it off. So we do see electric fireplaces direct, right? They're actually putting the keyword in their URL, so they're obviously, they understand a little bit about SEO. We do see that they have for expert help right here, which we will talk about at the end. One of our secret kind of methods that we use really to explode our sales, especially with high ticket. It's just something that if you forget, you're going to fail. And if you actually do it right, then you're going to succeed. I promise we will get to that. But before we do, I just want to talk about one more version of advertising that we have proven again and again to be the most successful with high ticket Shopify dropshipping, which is Facebook dynamic product ads. And I'm not going to go super in depth into Facebook dynamic product ads. They are a little bit more on the advanced level. We do go super deep into how to set up Facebook dynamic product ads in the Shopify Ninja Masterclass, which of course there is a link down in the description to a completely free training where I reveal one of the actual products that I personally sell on Shopify that makes me over $30,000 every single month. We do go super in depth, but just to give a quick little example, this is what a Facebook dynamic product ad looks like. It actually shows up kind of in a carousel like this with a direct link to buy. So like if you've ever been browsing the internet, let's say that you're like looking at canoes for like to go camping or something like that on like a random website, and then you go over to your Facebook app and all of a sudden, magically you have an advertisement on your phone for that exact same canoe that you were just looking at, right? It's not magic, right? They're using the Facebook pixel and they're bringing over your browsing history into Facebook, and then they're serving you an ad for the exact product that you just looked at, and then they make it extremely easy. All it is a single click of a button to take you right back to the order page and buy what you were just browsing. So Google PLAs, right? Product listing advertisements we see right here. Display ads we see right here. If you want to learn how to do that, I do have a completely free video on Google advertising over on the channel. So click subscribe and head on over. PLAs, again, are a fantastic way to advertise. And then Facebook dynamic product ads are one of the best ways in the world to advertise any type of Shopify product, but especially to advertise a high ticket item. It just works like an absolute charm, guys. And so the last thing that I want to talk about is kind of our secret sauce. And we revealed it a little bit earlier here, but it's an unbelievably valuable way. I know it seems kind of silly, but having a 1-800 number on your website, especially for high ticket, right? Because people are not going to buy a $900. Most people are not going to buy an $850 fireplace without talking to a real person, right? They need to feel safe. They need to know that it's a real company. They need to know, that it's going to fit for their specific needs. Everyone has one little last question, especially for these high ticket, more expensive purchases. And so making a 1-800 number and listing it on your Shopify site is the way to go. And if you're thinking to yourself, I can't afford a sales team, I can't afford to have, a 1-800 number, yes, you can, especially at the beginning, guys, because what we do is we just use this website called phone.com, and this is actually my account right here. And all you have to do with this is you can register a 1-800 number for like $20-something a month. I think it's $25 a month, $24 a month. And what this does, guys, is you can forward that 1-800 number. And having a 1-800 number just seems more professional than just like putting your own cell phone number or whatever. All you have to do is you can forward the 1-800 number to your own personal cell phone, and now you are a one-man sales team. And this is the secret sauce that my students and that people that I teach and the people that I've helped for the past few years have used to become a one-man sales team until they're generating enough sales and until they're generating enough volume and profit from these sales to actually hire out an additional sales team, guys. And so we talked about a lot of stuff here. That is kind of the secret sauce, and we have so much more of just hacks and secrets like that in the Shopify Ninja Masterclass. If you guys are interested in checking it out, we have a completely free training that you can check out where I reveal real products that I actually sell on Shopify that make me $30,000 or more a month. And finally, guys, I wanted to give a big shout out to our daily $100 giveaway winner, where we're sending $100 straight to your PayPal instantly. And all you have to do to enter to win $100 instantly to your PayPal is click the little subscribe button, click the notification bells, and leave your best comment, guys. And we're picking our favorite comment every single day, where we are going to send 100 straight to your PayPal. Oh, and did I mention that you immediately get entered also to win our $1,000 weekly giveaway? We're going to give away a brand new copy of either the Shopify Ninja Masterclass or the Amazon FBA Ninja course, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you on the next one.